under her eye is crossed out from the Testaments showing on Hulu by Disney Plus. A lot of women think this is empowering, right? I'm speaking to you. It's not. Satan's feeding you a lie, just like he fed Eve in the Garden of Eden. Because the truth is, when women lead, when women pursue careers, Satan rules. Let me repeat that. When women lead, Satan rules. When men lead, either Satan or God rules. Why am I making that distinction? Well, one verse that immediately comes to mind from Isaiah is that for the transgressions of a land, women are ruling, and I'll see if I can put that in the description. Women were made to be Adam's helpmate. Eve was made to be Adam's helpmate. She came out of Adam in the image of God still, because Adam was made in the image of God, but to be Adam's helpmate. So she was made to be the follower of her man, whether that be a father or a husband. Father, if you're a young woman or don't have a husband. That's why we call God our Father. And that's why Paul admonishes the young women who are widows in the time of the early church from receiving, from the church the widow offering, because eventually they'll marry again. Because they don't have a man over them. So they gossip, become busybodies in other people's business, go from house to house. Does that sound like anybody in your life? Be honest. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with those people. They need the truth. But I didn't prove. So when women lead, Satan rules. Well, if we have a look, when Eve was disobeying God, was she obeying? So God said to Adam and to Eve, do not eat from this one tree. From every other tree you can eat, including the tree of life. The tree of knowledge of good and evil. Do not eat of this, for you will die. So when Eve ate of that tree, who was she listening to? Was she listening to her husband? No. Was she listening to God her Father? No. She was listening to the serpent. She was listening to Satan. So when women rule, Satan rules. In the home, in the workplaces, in society. But the head of the man is Christ, and the head of Christ is God, as Paul mentions in some of his letters to the early church, to the early churches. So women, you're being fed a lie, and this lie is not only going to have an impact on you, because you'll never become. It's likely you know, if you remain in the snare of Satan, you will never. You'll get to an age where it's too late to have kids, and you'll miss out on that thing. See, a lot of people, a lot of women they work in childcare, ironically, because they love children. But just by doing that, some of them are foregoing it's a bad example, but some of them are foregoing the opportunity. Often the women who work in childcare, they're the feminine ones, and they're just waiting for a man to find them so that they can serve him. That's godly. Women were made to love children. Women were made to be mothers, to nurture children. Most women. Not all. But women were made to bear children. Quite evident. So you could miss out on that if you remain in the snare of Satan and keep believing the lies that the people you respect in this world are feeding you. Not only that, we're going to have unborn babies continuing to be emasculated across the world. Abortion is murder, because the unborn baby was Jeremiah, and God knew him. The children are going to suffer. Because children need to see the father in the house. Because in real life, in the world at large, once they become adults, it's God the Father who they are fully accountable to. The household prepares them for adulthood, for real life, for serving God their Father once they're of age. So your decisions, young woman or old woman, has impacts on your children too. You can make your sons masculine and your daughters feminine, or you can make your sons feminine like yourself and your women masculine, and ruin the next generation. Cause chaos. Satan loves chaos.